26-yard line, and they just simply... Green bounces through the hole, and he is down to the 15-yard line. Ryan Sutter brings him down. Just keep it close and somewhere along the way get a big play. Here's Green turning it on first down, and we'll take down after at 9 Eastern time here on ABC. Packers and the Vikings. This is Makovica, the fullback. He's down at Corfield. Steps off. Frost has still got it. See, here's a big, strong athlete. They hit him right at the line of scrimmage, but he turns his... Now the Cornhuskers will go into field kicker. It's good. And Nebraska uses most of the time in the first quarter, but to Colorado's credit, they make them settle for a field goal. Off and Brown. Career too. Previous was 15 yards, at least this season. On first down and 15, Hessler's pass to the sidelines is incomplete. Thrown very hard. He had to kind of touch that ball in between defenders, and Savoy really had no chance to get it.
Well, and he won't take a sack.
That sun's tough, isn't it? They're looking right back into it, going that way.
It's tough for the receivers.
Yeah.
Now looking back, yes.
Sherrington is the deep man in the backfield. Wayne Sherrington, Santa Ana, California, with the ball. Didn't get a real clean start. Stumbled a bit. Jason Peter. 5-yard penalty hurt him. Double wide, top of the picture. Goes this way, and it's no good. Intended for Marcus Stiggers. Stiggers is only 5'7", 175-pound sophomore out of Dallas, and he could not yard. And no good.
5:45 to go in the first quarter. Gonzalez takes off up the middle, slides into the 20, close to the first down. Taking Billy West shakes a tackle, and he's got some real estate, tripped up or he'd be in the end zone. Broke one tackle away from Henry Slay. Wide receiver with Murphy and Holford, 3 wides, 2 of them to the right. Now Gonzalez changing the play. They give us to West. He's got a lot of room. West hit at the 1, but into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, wow.
He ran through Tompkins and Barrett Green, and Billy West revived due to the injury to Dwayne Schulters, 130 yards last week, and has a touchdown here.
Give 500 for his career so far. And here he goes again. And down to about the 35-yard line for 9.
Best weather for me, that's for sure.
Going to America's Garden spots this winter. Second down and 1. Down the middle of the pass. It is to Makovica, the fullback, and it's good for a big play to the 14-yard line. And he got the mismatch. He got him down there against Kelly, the freshman. I'm going to spoil it, letting him catch a pass and just save that kind of stuff. This is Frost handing off inside. When he's hot, give it to him, but this time the Buffs are looking for him, and they stack him up. Bobby Newcomb is on the field for Nebraska. But this is Scott Frost running it into the end zone for a touchdown. He looks like an old-fashioned tailback.
He is. I mean, it's exactly what he is. He's just...
He'd be an All-American in a single wing with General Nealon, though. Guarantee you.
You got that right. I mean, he's where he should be. I mean, he's back in Nebraska, running the option, running the ball, and throwing it some. This is an ideal type quarterback for Tom Osborne.
Made that tackle, so he's got the hip pointer wrapped up, padded sufficiently to go back and play. Third down and 8 now for Colorado. They need something good to happen before the hole gets too deep. Hessler takes off. And John dives for his first down, and give him a decent mark, he's going to have it. Grant Wistrom came up, though, to down at the 41-yard line for the Buffs. Hessler's pass looped. He's got air under it for Savoy. He caught it. He's going to call him out of bounds.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. They need something good to happen. And they're not getting it yet.
It's a tough call for one official to make, though. That is, how do you look and see if he's holding on to the ball and see if his foot is in bounds at the same time?
Absolutely. You need help. Second down and 10. Good play by Colorado, though. Very good pass and catch. Just 6 inches the difference. That's Chiaverini, who is their possession receiver. And Darren will pick up almost 9 yards on that reception.
You got that right.
For the season. He's got it. And he's going to go down. He turns again, though, and gets almost 2 yards on the turn, but Olsen and Phillips are able to turn him back inside. All the way down to the 19-yard line.
Great call by Rick Neuheisel.
So they go to their bag of tricks with their normal blocking group in there, including Black, a safety. He took it and gave it to Charrington, and away he went.
It's going to have the snap is going to come right here in the back. Is going to lateral forward. Charrington's going to come out the other side. Snap to the right side, the up back. Little forward handoff behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a miserable season for Colorado, and when you're 5-5 at the end of the year, why not take some chances?
Absolutely. First down at the Nebraska 19-yard line. Troutman is in now as Charrington leaves after that run. And Troutman over the left side down to the 15-yard line. Troutman. And
this drive was that fake punt.
And you got Charrington back in there at the deep back. Fisk in front of him.
Single coverage down here on the wide receiver.
Third down. What a pass. And they do. Bobby Newcomb's going to turn out to be a very exciting football player at Nebraska. He's out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
He's picked one off in the first quarter for West Virginia. Play action. Gonzalez going deep. And it is incomplete, intended for Murphy. Good coverage.
Could be a good one.
Out near field, under the lights, gray skies, some showers off and on during this football game. The temperature is warm in the high. Bulger, short drop, fade pattern. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sean Foreman. 2-point play, pardon me. They'd like it to be a touchdown. It's a 2-point play for West Virginia. Perfect pass.
Again,
Bulger
take a
to
look
Foreman.
at the Zeraway touchdown. This is all Amos Zeraway. He's actually stopped in the backfield. But look at his desire. The ability to make you miss. Now he just drags Jenkins all the way to the end zone with him. Now here's Foreman. Nice reach. Great concentration in the back of the end zone.
2-point
losses. Another legend retiring tomorrow we don't talk about, Keith.
Buffalo's bouncing the defense a little bit. Scott Cross checks off, goes to a shotgun. Here comes that tailback business, and he pitches it off to Amon Green, and Green's going to have a first down for Nebraska. Complete, thrown too deep, intended for his pass-catching tight end, Sheldon Jackson, and Scott's holding his personal testimony to that.
Very thin air. Going up the stairs there, huh, Hoss?
Puffing and puffing, boy. Cross turns it inside.
Had a terrific day. Takes this pitch here and then takes off. Beats a couple of tackles. Then along the sideline, gets it deep into Texas territory and sets up Sir Parker's second touchdown run of the game. A&M over Texas, 27-16. Keith.
R.C. Slocum and the Aggies will be playing these Cornhuskers next Saturday afternoon in San Antonio. Cross pass, good. Drilled it right to Shevin Wiggins. Goes down. at the 32-yard line, and that's the first down. Down. Boy,
It sounded like you after you hit a couple of bad drives.
It's time to go. This second down. And they're calling it 18, but it's more than that, folks. Trust me. Lineman steps on him again, and down he goes. Get anything up here about quarterbacks. What do you think he's talking to? Oh, my goodness. The Nebraska front is just destroying everything right now for the Buffaloes. Mike Rucker and Jason Wilt had all day. It's third down and 8 from the 45. Cross throws, and it's through the hands of Chevin Wiggins.
Gonzalez gets a little
Corner seam, break it off right there. Again, the defender lost every single time. Perlo Bastien. And there's a reaction from his girlfriend. She's loving it.
So the Panthers open the lead again. 28-18.
He's got one interception, too.
Yes, he does.
Third down and 12. That's a bad pass.
We had a defensive, he had a man right in his face. I think it all.
Over the 7-3 Mountaineers, who are threatening at the 5-yard line. 0-8 touchdown. Gonzalez going to run out of time, escapes the sack. Finds a man. Did he get it? Yes. Holford. What a job by Gonzalez. And credit to Holford, who is glue-fingered out there. And again, his 7th catch, 82 yards. 191 on the yardage count and 3 touchdowns. Second down and goal from the 9. Intended for Murphy. Good coverage by touchdown. Juan Williams, the tight end. Pete Gonzalez's 4th touchdown pass of the game. The Big East leading passer, showing you why.
Now what Pitt does is normally you would be looking for Terry Murphy in the corner, maybe Holford with the fade, but now they go 2 tight ends to the left. And it's Williams breaking to the end zone.
Tell you,
Nice
that's
play.
a one-handed grab and a good
Nice
catch.
grab. They go 2 tights with Molinari on the same side.
Juan Williams made a dandy catch on the pass from Gonzalez.
And run to the deep post. There's going to be 3 white shirts back there, but watch as Hessler throws it to the outside man, far enough to get it over the outstretched arms of number 16, Sweeney. That's just a good throw. Good separation between the receivers and a good throw for the touchdown.
And it's a 10-point ball game, and a 10-point ball game with Nebraska in the 4th quarter ain't bad.
Well, we talked about it early on, Keith, maybe in the opening, was that Nebraska, what they wanted to do was come out here and first of all win. But secondly, they want to come out here from some style points, because this is a common opponent with Michigan. The number 1 team in the nation, Nebraska 2nd, Colorado played Michigan. I think they beat them.
The other guy kicked it. Got a shot at it. It hit a Cornhusker and bounced off of it. And the Buffaloes have it. Fisk, the fullback, Darren Fisk, dove on that ball when it bounced off one of the Cornhuskers, and I think it might have been, looked like it might have been 45. And Hessler has 1 man to throw to. It is Phil Savoy at the 33-yard line of Nebraska. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to play, and it's a 10-point game.
The defensive backs for Nebraska are young freshmen and true sophomores. The strength is in the pass rush. They need to get some pass rush going on Colorado.
Robert Toller checks in at a wide out for Colorado on first down. Hessler back, getting better protection, completes the pass to Clark. Corner, out of bounds at the 18-yard line, pushed out by Foreman. Hessler's pass too high and too hard to Stingers.
Here they come.
Hessler's pass. Touchdown, Oh, this is why we hunker down. For the point with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to play.
He just barely got the ball off in time. Toller, who is a backup wide receiver, only caught 5 balls coming into the game, makes his biggest reception of the year.
And Hessler now has gone to 250 yards in the ball game, and he's jacked. And that man you saw there huffing and puffing, that was Jason Peter. They are getting a little winded. It's tough to pursue, and that's what they've been doing all day. And it may just have bought that fraction of time that he needed.
Hessler has...
I'll tell you one thing, Debates, they got his attention this time. Here's your onside kick. Oh, goodness. It went right through Ben Kelly's hands. He had a shot at it at the 49-yard line, and it just couldn't quite reach it. It went right through his hands, I thought. And
tough game this weekend for Vanderbilt.
Third down and 6 now. And the crowd, some had gone home. They're up. It's Makabeka. He didn't get it.
Going to be close.
Now he had to go to the 39. They've got him marked outside the 40.
They didn't play A&M. They'll play A&M next week.
Texas was a bit of a surprise this year. The wheels came off the wagon down there. Scott Frost is checking off. Fourth, and he's going to call a timeout. The crowd, this would be his 5th punt. Wheeler is the deep man for the Buffaloes.
Got to go after it.
Gets it out. Got to let it go, too. Boom. Oh, it's in the end zone.
Jason, on the 52-yard field goal.
Well, Jason Leslie is the one with the bigger leg,
right,
and he has a long of 52. In fact, he produced the 3 points in the Michigan game.
They need about 45 yards to get in field goal range.
They got 3 wideouts. Passes away to the sideline. And out of bounds at the 36-yard line, Phil Savoy. Unless there's another miracle floating around. Stiggers got a hand on it, but it was batted away by Ralph Brown. The 2 plays over on the near side where the wideouts ran into coverage and the ball was thrown behind them. 2 big plays in this possession. This is the last chance for the Buffaloes. He's still alive. He's finally knocked out of bounds, and he is 3 yards short of the first down. As Sweeney wouldn't give it to him, and finally fought him out of bounds with a little help from his big old friend Mike Rucker. And so that should do it. for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Only 12 seconds remaining, and the Cornhuskers apparently are going to win this one 27-24. But out of 36, what a half for him. 357 yards. He did have 2 interceptions with 3 touchdowns. Chevy donating $1,000 to each school. Now here is John Sumner.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. And an unbelievable finish. Colorado, a disappointing season, but they will certainly remember this game.
Yeah, really a great effort today. Probably their best game that they've played all season. Fought to the very end, and really a good way to end the season without getting the win.
If not for that penalty, we might be headed to overtime. All right, let's check some other scores. Arkansas in a battle with LSU. The Tigers
probably won't catch Michigan as a result of being pressed by Colorado for that #1 spot. Has been the main man here in the second. Zeraway again. He'll be stopped short of the first down by Frank Moore. The line really gathered themselves together in the second half after Pittsburgh had dominated the line of scrimmage in the first half. Zeraway this time is stuffed short of the first down. It'll be Freshmark. And Taylor is good. We are tied. 40 seconds left. Pitt marches down the field and takes the lead on this pass. The Panthers thought they had the game, but 24 seconds remain. And it was victory. Gonzalez sacked. Ryan Brady. Career-long 49. Now timeout is being called by Pittsburgh on an attempt earlier in overtime. So they're going to go for it. They need 17 for a first down. Gonzalez complete. First down. Hofer.
What a gutsy call. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Number 8. First down from the 13. He had the flare man open. And it's incomplete.
Go.
He had to let that one go because he was afraid he was going to be sacked again. It is 2nd and 10 from the 13. Gonzalez to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Terry Murphy, and the Panthers have won it. What a football game. Pete Gonzalez, the Big East leading quarterback in the clutch situation of his college career, has given the Pittsburgh Panthers victory here in the backyard brawl and a 6-win season. A chance at a bowl game.
Sensational finish. It has been Terry Murphy this afternoon. Jake Holford. Take a look at the isolation. Terry Murphy. We saw him go up twice in the end zone on some of the fades. And you know you have to be thinking that. Fakes to the corner, runs back to the post, goes up in the air, and simply takes it away from
Perlo Bastille.
Take a look from the end zone. See? Fake to the corner, came right back to the post. Great throw by Gonzalez. I mean, that's a strike. That's what he needed. Remember, he floated one earlier? That's the kind of zip you need to get into the end zone.
Terry
Excellent
Murphy,
comeback.
the junior college transfer, with a great catch of Pete Gonzalez and Walt Harris. And the rest of the Panthers love the result. Pete Gonzalez has shown something. There's his mother, Vilma. Boy, she's just trying to recover from all this excitement. A kiss for her son. She's from the Honduras. They asked Pete how much his mom knew about football. He said not much, but she comes and cheers, and she knows when he's done something good. Let's go down to Scott Lasky.
Okay, Coach, it is safe to say that the backyard brawl is back.
Well, all I
can say is those who sat home and watched this saw a wonderful football game by two teams that just playing their hearts out. And I think that's what's so great about college football. And we're we're tremendously thankful. We're tremendously thankful that we're able to pull it out.
Congratulations, Coach.
Walt Harris kept talking about his seniors, and there were 16 of them, 11 starters, and they certainly contributed heavily again, led by Pete Gonzalez, a fifth-year senior quarterback. And let's go to Jim Nance in New York.
All right, thank you, Tim. What a great scene at Mountaineer Field, and Pittsburgh Panther football is back. They could be going to their first bowl game since 1989.
7. They'll offset the eye. Anthony Cleary's the fullback. Enos the tailback. Fake is to Enos. McQuarrie rolls to the short side. Sideline incomplete and out of bounds. And McQuarrie will try to do just that. Down the right side, Jurevicius goes and it is picked off. Intercepted at the 5-yard line. And Campbell again. This was a great effort by both the wide receiver and the defensive back. Jurevicius caught a Hail Mary to punt from their own end zone. Schultz will try to answer. 3 wide receivers. The draw play. Not enough. Out to the 10-yard line. And the Spartans will punt. 54 yards when Penn State most needed it. Number 39 bails them out. What a great run that was. He had a 78-yarder last week against Wisconsin when he broke into the 3 like that. The defensive back came over, had the angle, just like Sori Canute did this time. Scioli with the good block, Cleary with the good block, but watch Canute try to go low because last week Wisconsin defensive back went high. This guy can do it all. Travis Forney with the extra point attempt. And just like that, the Nittany Lions cut that lead in half with 1:43 to go when they most needed it. Curtis Enos, one of the great ones.
He can really change some of those stats in a hurry, can't he? 3rd and short, so Michigan State is crowding the line of scrimmage. That's just perfect blocking on the right side by Penn State. This is just beautiful, though. Canute has him, goes low to his legs, but that strength and balance and speed. Man, is he good.
54 yards, and now, just like that, he's gone to 84 yards in the first half on 11 carries. Talk about a money play. A possible Alliance Bowl bid at stake in the NFL. Guess which one is having the best year, or at least you could argue. How about Barry? Numbers starting to mean something now. Inside of a minute to play, and Schultz with that deep drop going to throw the swing, and here it is to Irvin. They set a screen. Irvin breaks the first tackle, picks his way to the 45-yard line, and he replaces Irvin. Certainly a very capable replacement. It is 14-7. And Renard smashes across midfield. First down. Here on first down, Schultz will come back and fire middle. Renard hit by Collins at the 41-yard line. Report from the sideline. Irvin was hit right around the small of his back, according to the medical staff of Michigan State, and they expect him to be fine and return in the second half of the game. Going without the huddle, and Schultz will use the sideline. Renard. Clock will stop out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and 4 teams this season. Scott comes in motion. Schultz looks back, deflected, intercepted, picked off beautifully by Matt Fornadell out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. The senior defensive tackle makes a great save for the Nittany Lions.
Boy, there are interceptions you throw, and then there are ones that just bewilder you. Watch number 99. He's about 10 yards from the quarterback. Quit on his pass rush. Talk about an athletic move. Spying that ball and getting after it. Great play by Matt Fornadell. He's just dropping off into the zone blitz type of defense for Penn State.
Couldn't have been in a better spot.
8 seconds, and the Nittany Lions can go back in and regroup. McQuarrie, short side, and it is complete and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. With 1 second to go, deja vu all over again. We had this light. Three-man rush. The prevent is in for the Spartans. McQuarrie's going to let go. Penalty flag is thrown. Down in the end zone, incomplete, but there's a penalty flag.
If Vicious is going to get behind the defensive back number 3.
First down, Penn State.
This is a great play by Campbell, cutting in front. But look at this concentration as Jurevicius reaches up with his left hand to make the catch. But you can see if the ball is thrown just a little bit further, it's an easy score for Jurevicius.
Jurevicius to the sideline. Pettigrew replaces him. He brings the play onto the field. Fullback Mike Caramelli dashes off to the side, and Cleary replaces him. Enos is your running back. Offset power to the right. Here's Enos behind Cleary. Slips the first tackle, battles his way inside the 20. He checks in with Enos. So a new look. 2 tailbacks. And they split him in the Penn State backfield. Here comes the blitz. And Everly gets to the corner. Inside the 10-yard line to the 8. So Michigan State stalking Curtis Enos, and they brought some more speed in alongside him, and it pays off from the 14-yard line. McQuarrie off a blitz. Got Jurevicius in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. 14 yards for the score against the blitz. McQuarrie, Jurevicius.
Now, sometimes the quarterback just has a real knack for finding one receiver in particular for big plays. 10 times in their career, Mike McQuarrie has teamed up with Joe Jurevicius on touchdown plays.
Jurevicius with 2 big catches on that drive for 61 yards. He's over 100 for the day. And Travis Forney to attempt the point, which would tie the game at 14. Perfect. It's a new ball game. But what else is new in this series? Penn State, it seems, has always been coming from behind against Michigan State. And this is the one that set up the touchdown. Jurevicius, a one-hand, left-handed grab off a deflected pass. Number 83, one of the best in the land, put it close, and it's like flypaper. It's Joe Jurevicius. We're deadlocked at 14, and we'll be right back.
Game as a collegian. Listen to this.
For Tennessee, the quarterback will be number 16, Peyton Manning, 6'5", 207 freshman from New Orleans.
3 weeks later, Manning threw his first collegiate touchdown against Mississippi State, a 76-yarder to Kendrick Jones. The rest is give him 6 history, in the words of John Ward. He got 6 a lot of times in his career here at Tennessee. By the way, our congratulations to John Ward, the man for whom this booth is named. This is the John Ward press box. He and Bill Anderson, his counterpart, celebrating 30 years of broadcasting Tennessee volunteer football.
Manning's numbers not very impressive in this game, not up to what he usually does, averaging over 300 yards a game, but that's not what matters in this ballgame. They knew that coming in, and they wanted to utilize Jamal Lewis, which they've done very effectively.
Manning's pass finally dropped by Bryson, and it's a big one. He brings it in. It's a first down. Pass intended for Bryson, incomplete. Come to this for an Eastern Division title for Tennessee, should they hold here. Locked into the air, loose ball. Incomplete. They'll root it an incompleted forward pass. Jonathan Brown comes through, and the Volunteers are on their way to the SEC championship. Big John, because you look at the overall picture. If he doesn't lose from here on in, the Heisman Trophy should belong to Manning.
It's hard to argue with those kind of numbers. You're right. The fans get a little antsy because they're taking the knee, but Philip Fulmer and his staff, Peyton Manning, told us yesterday how much they respect this Vanderbilt defense. And you can see why. Vanderbilt, it rise to the occasion every year to play these guys. Manning has never been able to put up big numbers. In 3 years, he's only thrown 1 touchdown pass. And you can see the pain of Tavares Hogue. These guys fought and scratched. This was their whole season. They said, you know what? This is our Orange Bowl.
And again, he did not have to go through Gainesville to get to the title game. There was a lot at stake for Philip Fulmer as head coach of this program to get it done with Peyton Manning back for a 4th year. And he's going to get there.
Manning probably a little frustrated about his performance, but look at the joy that it brings that these guys are going to play for the SEC East. They're going to play, represent the SEC East in the championship against Auburn.
Peyton Manning, Newman High School, New Orleans, Louisiana. How proud he's made his father Archie and Mom Olivia. And let's go down to Mike Harris, who's got the Heisman Trophy front runner with him.
Peyton, what are your thoughts at this moment?
Well, I'm extremely excited. You know, that's what we play for every single season. You know, obviously we got beat by Florida, but had an opportunity to win the SEC East. We did that today. We're excited going to Atlanta to play Auburn.
How nervous were you when you were down?
Well, I wasn't really nervous. It was just a matter of time before we started making some plays. Vanderbilt has a great defense, and they were stopping us early on. They gave us trouble all day, but we had to make some plays to win the game, and we ended up doing that.
What kind of day did you think? And did you visualize this day happening like this?
Well, it's always a tough game against Vanderbilt. You know, both teams are going to play hard. It's a fierce rivalry between the two teams, and the kind of defense they play, they're going to give up some things, and they're going to make some plays. We had to be patient. We turned the ball over too many times. We kept them in it, but a win's a win.
All right. Back to you, Tim.
All right, Mike, and our thanks to you, Peyton Manning. You embody all that college football is about. For Ed Cunningham and for Mike Harris, Tim Brando so happy to say so long to Peyton for his regular season with a victory today, 17-10. Coming up next, it's Syracuse and Miami. But we'll be going back to New York. Brett James, Lou Holtz, and Jim Nantz when we return. For now, goodbye with love of the game of college football from Peyton Manning and beyond. So long, everyone.
First down for the Spartans. Inside the Lions' 20-yard line. It's Renard. Picks his way and then slams to the 13-yard line on first down. How successful the Spartans have been running the football today. Renard's offset behind the tight end, Kerr to the right. Fakes the counter. Schultz rolls, hits Kerr. Kerr to the 6-yard line. That's a very well-conceived play. The Spartan goal here from Michigan State. Urban stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. McMorrow left. Kerr and Ranko are the two tight ends for the Spartans. Urban's the running back. Urban sprints left, wide side of the field. Looks for the corner and he's cut off. Collins would not let him have the corner. Senior linebacker Aaron Collins, one of 5. Watch Travis Reese. He could slip out as a receiver. He just came into the game. Scott's wide to the right. Schultz going to throw the swing to Urban. And there's the other. Collins, touchdown! Wouldn't be denied. Cedric Urban appeared to be stopped at the 2, but wouldn't quit.
So Bucky Jones is in the offensive backfield as Syracuse goes out of the wishbone. McNabb pitches to Bucky Jones, and he scores a touchdown. The running back converted a safety back to running back for that play, and the Orangemen lead 20-7.
One thing about that SEC Eastern Division title, Vanderbilt, a team that's given Manning and the Vols plenty of trouble in recent years. He had not had a touchdown pass against him since his freshman year, and he had to conquer all kinds of emotion in the early going of this game. Was not sharp early. Vandy led 3-0, and then Manning made him pay on the blitz, and Jermaine Copeland streaks in to give the Vols a 7-3 lead. It was a 10-3 lead in the third quarter. Oops, Jamal Lewis drops the ball, picks it up, and makes a nice gain. Lewis was tough on the afternoon against against a very good Vanderbilt defense. 196 yards. Manning catches the Commodore defense napping here, rolls into the touchdown to make it 17-3 later in the third quarter. Jared McGrath is a tough runner for Vanderbilt. They would not quit. He dives in, hanging around, back within a touchdown. Tennessee's defense laying some licks. They played a little bit better today, but still missed a lot of tackles. Less than 2 minutes to go. Really the final chance for Vandy. Fourth down. Damian Allen, the ball is knocked loose by Jonathan Brown, and the ball defense bows up when they have to. They beat the Commodores 17-10, and Peyton Manning, on an emotional day, one final chance to direct the Band and Rocky Top in Neyland State game with Auburn. Charles Woodson.
In previous weeks. And Notre Dame has their hands full, folks.
13th play of the drive. Second and goal from the one, and leaping over for the touchdown, Tharp. 7-6. Well, it was a Notre Dame crowd. They've taken their fans right back.
This young Hawaii
is that fair?
Underachiever, holder of 18 records, all-time records at this storied program. He has the respect, the admiration of his team and his coaches. He wants to finish strongly today.
Jenkins coming up threatening the blitz. This is Clement Stokes, who is coming off a bad angle. Region 2, he scores against LSU. Stokes, and he got belted down right at the nose guard spot.
Offensive football, and that's what you were talking about, Dave.
Big percentage inside the scoring zone for Notre Dame. Benson had to shake and bake just to get back.
Dogs drive down the field 65 yards in 4 plays and 40 seconds. Mike Bobo to Corey Allen. Dogs win a thriller by 3. Back to Hawaii.
Well, a painful moment for former Yellow Jackets nationwide.
I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it.
He refused to pay attention. Still in denial. Pause for Denson. Out of an ankle tackle and inside the 10, where it will be first and goal for the Fighting Irish at wearing 89. Audrey Denson. Look at the quick feed as he gets outside. It's a race, and he's going to win it.
Didn't keep his promise, so he doesn't know if they believe that stuff anymore.
I think they're holding him to it this time. Clark on the option pitch. Where will they mark him out? Enough for the first.
Very often.
Good numbers for Perry pressed into duty because of the injury to Skinner, who has not returned. Clark, broken ankle tackle. Well, they both got to think about bowls now. Mississippi State had long since qualified for the postseason. Now you got Mississippi squarely in the picture in the SEC. Here's Kane. Maybe the fastest of the Hawaii wideouts, and what a Clark coming in motion on a 2nd and 17. Perry wants to throw it back the other way, get a screen established, and Gary Ellison is up the sideline and finally knocked out at the 13-yard line by a Johnny Sanders, 22 yards. A beautiful line, sprung that one to center. Clark threw an ankle tackle, but only the line of scrimmage. English, as the headman at Tulane, 83 and 84, had a defensive coordinator by the name of Davey working under him. Hanging on for the catch. And Long's
Notre Dame game.
Big pattern to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for John Kirby. Now he's on to a try, a 23-yarder out of the hold of Macon. And this time he is on target. But the ring.
In all fairness, that is a clip at the very beginning of the run. It's a great job by Kleneski, but a very clear clip by one of his teammates at the very beginning.
Jason Vaughn.
Not the best officiated game we've seen but it has gone both ways.
First and goal for Tharp, who powers his way in. Touchdown, Hawaii. Cuts it back, finds an alley, and scores. And the Irish come right back. Motion from Brown. And Paulus with a play fake. Looks up, fires it, and in the corner, it is incomplete. A diving attempt, but Brown couldn't come up with it as Paulus was being chased and had to deliver it early from pressure delivered by Doug Roseville.
Marvelous. Over Wildcats, there's no place like home. No place like home. After losing 4 opening round playoff games in the last 9 years, that's road playoff games, a little home cooking was just the ticket. 12-0 Nova advancing to the second round of the playoffs for the first time in school history. Nova trailed the visiting Colgate Red Raiders 14-10 before Chris Bowden hit Brian Westbrook with a 38-yard TD pass there. 17-14 Wildcats. Red Raiders come right back, though, to take the lead. 28-yard quarterback keeper Ryan Venna, 21-17 Colgate. But hold your horses. On the ensuing kickoff, Brian Westbrook busts a move. 89 yards for the touchdown. 24-21 at the half. Cats outscored Colgate 25-7 in the second. They win it 49-28. And as a result, will host Youngstown.
Punt. This is their first round playoff game. Jamie Bell will recover at the 8. He goes in for the touchdown, and Delaware wins this football game with just 59 yards passing. That's it. That's all they had today was 59 yards passing. 24-14 Delaware.
8 tries on 3rd down. Snap barely in time. Wallace with time. Caught by Nelson. And Rakai Nelson caught from behind by Chris Shinnick for that pass. Denson back in. Still a little bit wobbly, little timeout. First, though, they want to get 6. Denson spins, reaches the 6, and that's it as we go under 50 seconds. Through the middle to the 3 at the hash mark. And Notre Dame will get the timeout called. Whether Fred Von Oppen gets the win of his life in just his second year as the head coach at Hawaii, or whether Bob Davie and the Irish will return to the bowl picture. It will be a 20-yarder for Scott Senja, who's just 2 for 4 for the season out of the hold of Hunter Smith. Good. Word with a couple of pitches. Macon started it, and it's now Wesley Morris. In a repeat of Cal Stanford 15 years ago. They're working their way backwards, though. Now it's Avion Weaver. And it's finally over, and Notre Dame has won it.
What a valiant effort by Hawaii, Coach Von Oppen and his staff and the entire football team at the University of Hawaii.
23-22 Notre Dame. 7-5 headed for a bowl somewhere. For Bill Curry and Sean Salisbury, I'm Dave Barnett. Thanks for being with us from Honolulu. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Now, stay tuned for SportsCenter.
Football. And though Eddie Robinson's Grambling State Tigers lost to Southern 30-7, it doesn't overshadow a brilliant coaching career.
I can walk away, but somewhere along the line it's going to be necessary to keep good contact with the American youth so you can give something back.
In other